If you're a young man watching this, then you've probably spent hours going through TikTok, YouTube, podcasts, trying to level up, as you call it. You know, like you hear all these things, wake up at 5 a.m., have a cold shower in the morning, grind harder than anyone else, you know, just be an overall alpha. But the truth is, and no one tells you this, is that most of this advice is genuinely just making you weaker. And I can explain why, because consuming endless advice, it tricks your brain into thinking that you're making progress, when realistically, absolutely nothing is changing. You know, you binge these self-help videos from Hamza, Iman Ghazi, all of these kind of guys. You know, you sit there writing everything down. Everything that they're saying gets written down in your fancy little notebook, but nothing actually, no action takes place, and you're still stuck at that 9 to 5. You still haven't actually made any real progress. And it's because this advice that you're consuming is passive. It's easy and it feels like growth, but it's basically just mental masturbation. You know, real growth comes from doing uncomfortable, disciplined work when no one else is watching. Most of these online creators, they don't care if you succeed, and they don't care if you actually put into action what they're saying. All they care about is if you keep watching and giving them views, you know, making them loads of money. So that's why most of these guys will actually just feed you dopamine advice, you know, quick hits that make you feel smart, but it really just keeps you addicted to their content. They just sell you the dream, and they don't actually force you to take action into anything. Because if you took action into these kind of things, you wouldn't really have time to watch them anymore. And the truth is, you already know what to do. You know you should train hard, you know you should build some kind of skills to make money. You know you should quit porn, you know, junk food, and you should quit scrolling and watching pointless YouTubers. But you want a shortcut, you know, you want like the magic sauce, the magic system. And you want someone to actually guide you through and hold your hand and basically explain how everything is done. And that's why most people stay weak. You know, like if you want to stop being weak, the next step that you have to do is stop watching things and start doing things, you know, actually taking action. Pick one skill. I recommend remote sales. I got into appointment setting personally, but quite literally just choose one skill, commit to it for 6 to 12 months, like wholeheartedly. Sacrifice, you know, the entertainment, the lust, and just build your body and mind and your bank balance at the end of the day. You know, stop waiting for the perfect advice, because you don't need more knowledge. You need more action. In today's world, we have so much knowledge, and like I say, this is actually ruining your perception of being successful and how to actually take action. And by no means am I saying completely stop taking notes, because note taking and journaling is very good. But if there's no implementation with all these notes that you're doing, if there's no implementation and then taking action, then it is literally ruining you, because your subconscious is thinking that you're improving so much. It's thinking, you know, I'm learning all these new things, I'm basically successful now, you know what I mean? And it's just completely not true, and you're living a false reality. So the main takeaway from this is stop watching and actually start doing.